Bulldog is sitting. Sorry, Bull God. I'd finished from Joy, so I just wanted to hail the two brothers and run away. Because, me, I really, they shy interviews and that, but people don't know. So I said, make I hail them and run away. So say, oh, you don't go, oh, you do already with that. So by the time I got in here, they were talking about an issue already on radio. I was not really paying attention. Right. But before I sat, I had to see the video back to be sure, that's to be able to. So before I sat, and the conversation was going to a point where Chega just threw it to me and be like, oh, so if somebody pay something around those ends, oh, Stone, like this one, if you go fee, you go nice, so that's how he presented. And I'm like, yeah, why not? Because before I start, I remember hearing something about Timny. So I'm like, why not? And I think I must have. I didn't really even pay attention to what it really was, if the amount. So I was, but irrespective, boss would be and I'm saying, oh, why not?
So you didn't even know how much money was involved?
The video is there. The video is there. Sometimes when you talk that thing, you forget some things. Me especially, So the video is there. So bang. I just sat down, and then the guy, and then I said, yes, why not? So I think the guy wanted to continue to talk and explain. And I said, no, that one I don't know about it. But the forward way they need, specifically like that, where it's, oh, boss, if you say so, the others. Okay, so I said, then we're going to leave the money with Don Chega so that you can come and pick it up.
Right.
God knows. At that time, I had settled in already. I didn't even say, oh, I go send you. There are some ways that you can say things that would mean that you want to take shine off of the thing. So I said I would leave it with Don Chega so that you come and collect. There was nothing relating to Timny. At that point, I didn't forgetting about whose issue it was. Honestly, done. We went out there. I used the ATM. I left it behind, and I know we left it. Further on, I saw a lot of news. I chanced upon a few that I wouldn't even retweet because it will sound some way or it feels some way when somebody sees it. Because we have fans who are really happy when we do some of these things and use it against other people, But I don't condone that level. So time passed, and then when I heard, I think it was Hagler who sent me the video. Have you seen this? Mahaka? I'm like, hey, what is loading? Make us see what it be. So when I saw it, I was like, I'm not really surprised. But it's cool. And then it fled in the news. It's all over. But it's a real effect. I really felt sad because I've been knowing that a lot of people don't like me. I've been knowing, but I don't take it to heart. I still manage to do me. I'll be honest, in this industry, I've faced my fair share of hatred, and I'm still facing it. I think it's generally because, people have their own fears and have their own scars that, it's only reflecting on other people, where it's really not supposed to be. You see, Timny is somebody I've respected, irrespective of knowing his stance, when it comes to a few things, we still have to respect him because it's based off on their fabric that we're here today. You know what I mean? It's based off on other people's fabric that they came. Still is going to be based off on our fabric that other people will come. That thing is something I really, really need for people to pay attention to, especially artists. Like, no matter how new, big, fresh you get, you have to have that understanding that people have built that block to a point. So I never put dirt on people's name without any cause, because we are all humans, So when Timny just went on that hard, it hit me because see somebody with an open heart and that, but I didn't take it too deep. It only now closed it for me where he really stands. Maybe when you see a tweet or two and it's all vibes, but now you understand that, look, this guy didn't even take time to check it. And you could have called me before, you could have no, like, bro, I was just walking and I saw something I could deal with and I dealt with it. And even so, I had to thank the guy. I'm like, you could have chosen not to accept. Right. When he thanked me on air, I said, No, thank you too, because you could have said no. That be that whatever you have in mind, you are pushing it. Maybe you want it to go to, and the thing is with the police. And if somebody says something is with the police, I think it is believable, kakra, because a police for no is a legal institution. You can't just lie on police and say the thing is there. So that was one thing that made me know, say, even if I had to think on my toe, it is true a situation to deal with. You know what I mean? If it wasn't a police now, or can say, and a grand guard be an EBBA, instantly I know. So this, we for wait, make we check if it's a credible situation. So big respect to Tiny. Whatever made him say that, I think his reason that he added to the interview at the time that I didn't call him before or after, I think is flawed. It doesn't warrant for you to, squeeze me in such a manner to insult my intelligence when I think that we owe you guys the respect, at least, just like other people should owe us the respect to also. But this is what you face, bro. I'm telling you. There's a lot of talk love, but there's no action. I can point and beat my chest that I'm one person who doesn't talk love, but I show a lot of love.